Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
또 이제 싸울 것 같은데 왠지.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why. You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
거짓말하겠지 않을까?
Yes, I think I do remember her from when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You? And what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right, if there was no evidence.
What then?
단종을 메모. 정직함. 식은땀 아니야? 반지 넣고 신문 잉크 깨끗한 정화 선원용 칼이 있어. 근육질.
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
증거. 뱃사람을 즐겨 쓰는 매듭.
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now.
그건
Your
아니지만
theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was
현장
supervising the
수리를
repair of a
감독하는
porthole.
중이었어.
At night.
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
이 사람만의 알리바이인데 협조해달라는 것으로 사건에 협조해달라는 부탁에 곧바로 응해준 것으로 보아 사건에 개입했음이 분명하다. 거리낄 게 없는 모양이다. 거짓말을 했다. 근데 증거가 없잖아. 뭔가 더 찾아야 돼.
This is where I keep my post.
뭔가 더 찾아야 될 것 같은데.
Bra-
마지막으로 체크하기 전에 이제 한번 저택을 한번 가봅시다. 뭐 없으면은 제가 범인이겠죠.
Oh, what a horrible...
범인 맞죠? 무조건 체포해야지. 이런 건 다 죽여야 돼. 범죄자들을 다 죽여야 돼. 죽어.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was
너무 쉽게
insane with
인정하는데?
rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
자기의 잘못을
Lady
시인했어.
Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
어우, 나 이럴 줄 알았어. 어. 어. 오케이.
You should have let me die. How can I live if Mary suffers?
I am sorry, Captain Crocker, but there has been quite enough death in this case. Inspector, I give you Sir Eustace's killer. He tried his best to perform his own justice.
Well, I'm not surprised. Yes, it was me. I confess.
Here is a piece of evidence that can be used in court.
Perfect. A case that went smoothly for once.
참 쉽죠? 오케이. 여기까지가 이제 에피소드 4죠.